Hello. How's it going, everyone? Wow, a lot of people here today. Howdy. How's it going? We are playing Dragon Quest, as you know. Sorry I'm a little late starting. Well, two things. I didn't stream the other day, not yesterday, but the day before, like I said I was going to, because I was tired. I went to my pre-release that day, I got in, which was awesome. I opened a box of cards. But I was tired when I got home. I passed the fuck out. So, that's why I didn't stream that day. And then I'm off today, so we're gonna stream today. So that's the good news. And I'm a little late starting today just because I was vacuuming and cleaning a little bit. Because it's important to clean. You gotta clean. And then before we started, I also did a little bit of grinding for some Seeds of Strength. I've picked up a few along the way. And I right away just want to cash those out. But yeah, welcome. I also got news in the anime world, well, manga world technically, that My Hero Academia is finally ending in 5 chapters. For anyone who cares about that, I am extremely far behind. I haven't checked it out since season 3 or 4 of the anime, and I just decided I was enjoying it, but I wasn't as enthralled with it enough to keep up as things were coming out. So I just kind of dropped it and said I'd go back into it whenever it ended. And I'll go back. Because I liked it. I just didn't care enough to keep up with it as it went, because it's just that there's so much stuff to keep up with as it goes. But that was pretty early on when I did that, so I'm not going to say any spoilers, or I'm going to try to avoid talking about them, because A, I was really early, so I'm probably not going to spoil anything, but... Yeah, no, Horikoshi confirmed 5 chapters left, so I might actually start picking up the box set and reading it, which is exciting. But, who's in the first slot of the party? Eric? Okay, sweet. Let's cash out these, Seeds of Strength that we got here, because I have 72 of them. So, I want to cash these out. We started at, let's just say around 450. We'll round up to 450 and see where this gets to. We're going with Eric because Eric is our main damage dealer. He can do the best damage. I don't know. I've been thinking about how a lot of, we're entering a new era for anime, I think. Because a lot of the big stuff is kind of... A lot of the big anime and manga, because a lot of the big manga is ending. That's the really popular stuff. Even One Piece, as much as ending that is going to be a long time still. Everything is ending, yeah. Everything is ending. And all of the New Blood, that's the most popular next in line things, haven't been going for very long. A lot of them are just barely getting their anime adaptations and stuff. So I've just been thinking a lot lately about how, oh shit, that's all of them. Sweet, we burned through them all. I've been thinking a lot about how we're entering a new era of anime and stuff, and I find that very exciting. 586, that's a pretty big boost. How much is he gonna do to these guys? For anyone who doesn't know, just go to this island when you want to grind Seeds of Strength. Most things here either drop Seeds of Strength as their rare drop, or they spawn these guys with them, which drop them as their rare drop, so...
Thank goodness.
See? Just that one fight, we got 2. And then if you want a good team for doing it, Eric with the Vest for Success, Pirate King's Pendant, Bunny Tail, all increased drop rate. Uniform Chic de l'Académie, and the regular Academy uniform increases drop rate. Just equip it to the female party members, have them in the party, and then Bunny Tails on everyone for doing the same. And it just increases your drop rate. Especially the new crowd for manga and anime. There's a lot of good stuff. I'm not completely caught up on a lot of them, but I think there's a lot of good stuff there. I'm not as in the trenches with manga like a lot of people are. I'm a very I don't know. I don't want to say I'm a casual anime and manga fan, because I don't consume everything, basically. I'm very I keep my amount of stuff I'm reading digestible. Because I feel like I consume the amount of stuff a casual person would read, but I don't read, like, I read way more of, like, the super hardcore nerd shit. Not that I'm, like, very, like, what's the word? The fuck is the word? Not that I'm, like a sense of superiority because of it. I really don't think that. I don't care. It's just where I go, because I've read so many. I've done my big binging of everything ever, and I just am not in that place right now anymore. Jujutsu Kaisen, Spy Family. I think Jujutsu Kaisen is probably gonna be the last thing of its era still going. Spy Family's kind of dying down. People aren't as big on that as they used to be. Not that it's not still massive, but it's not like the big thing anymore. Free Rent, I know that one's still going. Kaiju 8. Now that anime is starting, I'm hoping it does well. I only read the first few chapters. I don't think it's my kind of thing, but I hope it does well. It's one of those series that I want to root for, despite it not being for me. So, I'm trying to figure out what we want to do today. We can do the sword, I think. We can do quests. We can do the Wheel of Harma. I think those are our main things left to do. Let's try to go to the sword. Let's see if we can do that. I don't know if we have all the stuff for the sword, though. That'd be in Hotto. So I kind of lost it. So I kind of lost heart. Yeah, that's kind of the problem if you keep up with new stuff. Because more things are gonna get axed than things that get going. And by more things get axed, I mean a lot of things get axed. That's just always been the nature of how that goes. And now that we're in, like, a world where it's actually possible to follow stuff like that, unlike how it used to be, I think a lot of Western fans are, like, thinking it's a new thing, which it's not at all. If anything, things have a better shot now than ever. But it is very annoying whenever a series that you're really enjoying doesn't meet the success it needs to keep going. Especially if you're like me and you love really weird niche series, you like weird shit. It just becomes a lot more likely that it's not gonna be successful. Dragon Ball Daima? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I mean, I like Dragon Ball. It'll be successful enough. It is Dragon Ball. I like GT, but I know that wasn't the general consensus, and even that was successful, so, you know, Daima will be fine. I just hope it'll be good. Where am I going? I'm going the wrong way. But I don't know, there's a few manga coming out, though, that I'm really excited to pick up. I'm going to start My Hero Academia, I'm pretty sure, now that it's ending. Something like Spy Family also built in end time, since there's a school element and time progressing normally. Yeah, that's true. I didn't even think about that. Oh, I got a hiccup. What was I saying? I don't remember. I know there's a few things I'm excited to start reading. But the problem is, if I'm going to start reading things, I need to find time to read it. Because I just don't have time to read like I used to. Because I guess I could just fill everyone in. What I'm reading right now at this moment is I'm reading the JoJo's Part 6 hardcovers as they come out physically. Because I prefer reading physically whenever I can. There's some series that I don't. I'm a few chapters behind on Chainsaw Man, but I'm going to read those and catch up. I do consider myself reading Chainsaw Man, despite the fact that I'm like a couple months behind. I read Witch Hat Atelier because it's might be one of my favorite manga of all time, as long as it stays at the quality that it's at. I've been reading the spin-off, Witch Hat Kitchen, which is like little fun short cooking stories with magic involving the main cast. And then it gives you like an actual recipe on how to make it in real world after that, which is really fun. I'm reading But I don't have everything I need. What do I need? Do I need the ore? I think I need the ore. I think we need to go to the battlefield. Let's go to the battlefield. Let's go see if we can find some ore there. Because I don't think we've grabbed the ore. Which gives us time to keep talking. Battlefield is at the end. Yes. I'm also reading, I'm behind on the releases for, what do you call that manga? March Comes in Like a Lion. I only have the first volume of that, but I like it. I read Me and Roboco every week. I read Super Psychic Police Officer Chojo every week. I read One Piece every week. I think that's it right now. They did announce recently, because there was a lot of manga news announcements coming out. And a lot of those are what I'm excited for. We're getting, what is it? Is it Tomorrow's Joe that we're getting? It's like one of those really classic boxing manga that I've read well, I didn't read. I watched the anime in the past. I've not read the original manga, which I'm excited for. And I want to pick those up. They're releasing them as like big hardcovers. The new Beyblade series is getting an English release, which I'm very excited for. It has, yeah, Ashita no Joe. Yeah, Tomorrow's Joe. But the Beyblade one is really interesting because of who is making it. It is written, Beyblade X is what it's called, the current Beyblade series in Japan. We're getting the manga that is written by the author of Kakegurui, which is fucking wild. And we're getting the art by the person who does Promise Neverland. And it's those two people making Beyblade X, which has been going in Japan for a minute now. It's fun. I like it so far. But we're getting like an official English publication of it. So I'm going to be trying to pick those up and read those. Because it's Beyblade. I love Beyblade. But it's like, isn't that the wildest duo of people? The Kakegurui author and the artist for Promise Neverland, like working together to make fucking Beyblade is one of the weirdest things. And they did a crossover with Frieren. Crossover manga with Frieren, which I find very funny. That's the only Frieren I've read, is the crossover with Beyblade X. The other really big one that I'm super excited for, because I read the first few chapters when it came out in Japan, and then I just haven't bothered to keep up, but I really liked it. We're getting Destroy All Humans, but They Can't Be Regenerated, which, if that name sounds really weird, it's because it's a Magic the Gathering reference. There's a Magic the Gathering manga that I had no hopes of us ever getting in English just because licensing is weird. Called Destroy All Humans, They Can't Be Regenerated. But they announced that we're getting an English publication of that. And it's not about like the in-world fantasy or anything. It's like a romance series of people in the 90s when Magic first came out, between two students who are like, they don't like each other at all, but then they learn they both mutually have an interest in Magic the Gathering. And then it becomes like this weird like Yu-Gi-Oh-y romance series around early 90s Magic the Gathering, which I think is so cool. I really like the first few chapters, and I'm excited that we're getting an English release. So I'm going to try and collect that and put it on my shelves. I'm very excited for it. The art is really good. Am I going the wrong way? I don't know how to navigate this place. But yeah, I'm super excited to read Destroy All Humans, They Can't Be Regenerated. Officially. About Yu-Gi-Oh! Seto Kaiba and the Egyptian God set? What about Kaiba and the gods? What about Kaiba and the god cards? I still need to pick up the Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga for my shelves. It's one of those ones where I've just read it so many times, though, that it's not a high priority for me. Oh, Seto Kaiba and... Yeah. A lot of, it's one of those things that, like, is that bit of foreshadowing for later in the series. Yeah, Set. There's so much, like, just Egyptian, influence that kind of you don't realize until later. Yu-Gi-Oh's really really cool like that. I don't know. I think Yu-Gi-Oh is... I mean, I know everybody knows I like Yu-Gi-Oh, but I think it's much better written than people give it credit for. If you guys haven't read the original Yu-Gi-Oh manga, like, I highly recommend it. I even like the original anime. I still think it's good, but I think the manga is the one that I think most people don't really have much experience with. Because it's very different. It's the same story, but it's executed extremely differently, which is very interesting. But if anyone's not read the original Yu-Gi-Oh manga, it's very good. It's very good. I legitimately just say it's good. Like, it's thrilling, it's fun. I think the characters are very endearing and well written. With every generation that Yu-Gi-Oh has had. Yeah, I mean, they're all different. They all have different appeals. Just the original manga, though, like, I legitimately think... Because I think the big difference between the original Yu-Gi-Oh manga and, like, everything else is... Kazuki Takahashi wrote the original manga with the intent of it just being a good manga. There was no card game originally. Like, he wasn't building it to sell a brand. The brand came out around the successful manga. He was just telling a good story. Based around things that he was passionate about, and I think that really carries through all the way to the end of the original series. I still like the later stuff as well, but it's much easier to recommend the original manga over, like, all the other stuff. And I really do. That original Yu-Gi-Oh manga is really good. His art is incredible. Like, his weird character designs are not done justice by the anime, and all official branding and stuff is, like, uses the anime's assets, and that really bums me out, because, like, his art makes those ridiculous designs make sense and look really damn good. Okay, I think we're heading the right way now. This area, like, when you go to the campsite, it spawns you in the, it spawns you in the, what do you call it? In, like, the middle of the dungeon. But no, Kazuki Takahashi's art was legitimately great, and I think his characters are really easy to get behind. His villains can be legitimately menacing. I don't know, it's a very unique, fun piece of fantasy that I can only, like, compare to, like, JoJo or something, but, like, with a bit more focus on actual storytelling than JoJo has. Not to say JoJo doesn't have story, but, like, it's very clear for a large part of every part that is not the point. But it still has the fun of, like, you know, the silly ass pulls and all that stuff. And the ridiculous systems and all that. But just endearing characters. Endearing characters, menacing villains, cool art.
Wonderful.
It's good. The original Yu-Gi-Oh manga is legitimately good. And like I said, it is still the same story as the anime, but it's told completely differently, which I think it's very much worth the experience of. And I technically think I think it's told much better in the manga. I love the anime because I think it's much funnier. I think it's way more, like, I love the silly stupidness of the anime, but the manga just tells the story better. Because a lot of people, what was I saying? A lot of people talk about how, like, 4Kids censored the Japanese version of the anime when they brought it over in English, and it's just, like, so different, but it's, like, it's nothing compared to how much the original anime censored what happens in the manga. Like, the original, like, the manga, even, and, like, it's not even the difference between when people say, like, oh, season, like, no, just, like, even the stuff that covers the same, like, is completely different because they were trying to change things. Even outside of 4Kids, like, 4Kids heavily censored the Japanese version of the anime, but the Japanese version of the anime heavily censored what the manga did.
What do we do now?
So, like, even if you're watching the Japanese anime, it is still a completely different experience than the manga. And I would say it's a bigger difference from the Japanese anime to the manga than it is the 4Kids version of the anime to the to the Japanese version of the anime. Like, I think the difference between the anime and the manga is just way bigger than even 4Kids changed from the Japanese anime. It's like, so even if you're already familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh through the anime, like, it's still worth going back and checking out. Because the thing I think a lot of people miss about Yu-Gi-Oh is like, it starts off as a horror. And a lot of the elements of that kind of try to stay around till the end. Even though it becomes much less of a horror, he tries to keep like some of the iconography and language that he had originally with it. He tries to keep that till the end. It's also much shorter than people expect it to be. Most of the Yu-Gi-Oh anime is filler. Like, by a lot. Because when people look at the Yu-Gi-Oh anime, there's the stuff that happens before it starts, which people refer to as Season 0 or whatever. That's pretty short. That's a very easy to read through thing. It's not like a ton of it. And then there's when the card game starts becoming the main focus, which gives you the arc with Pegasus, the Duelist Kingdom, which is like what a lot of people love, which is the first arc. Both do that. And then the manga goes straight to, like, sorry, I'm trying to remember it's been a long time. It does, like, essentially what I'm trying to say, though, is, like, a lot of the anime's longest parts and, like, a lot of its biggest arcs are all filler that they threw in and made up themselves. I like the filler in it in Yu-Gi-Oh, but, like, the manga is way shorter and its pacing is a lot better than, because it doesn't interrupt you in the middle of an arc with another arc. Which is the funniest thing about Yu-Gi-Oh filler to me, is that they just threw it in the middle of in the middle of the arc, they would throw you another arc. The VR arc after Pegasus? Yeah, that doesn't happen in the manga. Sorry, if I was doing this smartly, I would pull up the list. But I am playing game. But yeah, the VR arc does not exist in the manga. They go straight to, I think, Dungeon Dice Monsters, which is only like a couple chapters. And then you go into Battle City. And then you go from Battle City, which straight into the Millennium World arc, which is the best arc in all of Yu-Gi-Oh, which is Dungeons and Dragons, but Egypt. And has demons and shit, and my favorite villain. And then you get the final duel, which is really fucking good. And if that feels like there's way more of it in the anime, it's because there is. Okay, I don't think I know where this ore is. I'm gonna look it up. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the Yu-Gi-Oh filler, it has like some of the most beloved parts in the series. But I do recommend like checking out the, like, a lot of like Seto Kaiba specifically comes from the filler. Not him as a character, but like a lot of people's favorite moments with him and a lot of his characterization is filler only. Which is crazy because it's like, that's a lot of people's favorite things about him. But like so much stuff is handled completely differently. There's a lot more death and murder in the manga. People are dying a lot in the manga. And there's like eye gouging and shit. Bakura's a little freak. I love him. Let me see. I'm looking up how to get the... I want to make the sword. I want the sword. Yeah, I need the rarefied orichalcum. How do I get that? Yeah, isn't that what I did? Did I miss it? Am I stupid? It's possible I'm stupid. Overlook Cavern in Basement 5. Did I miss it? Am I stupid? Let me look at the thing. It's just one of those things where it's like, just a different, completely different kind of experience. Both of them. Like, it's one of those, like, it's just hard to, like, say, like, it's worse because of this or better because of this. Like, it's just so different. Okay, so we're looking for... Okay, so we don't have Orichalcum, but I think it's called Rarefied Orichalcum. One second, let's sort by name. Maybe C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R. Okay, there's nothing under rare. I do have 2 Orichalcum. Alright, I'm gonna double check one time. And then we're getting out of here. In hindsight, having not read the source material, I'd have to imagine the pharaoh is named Dark Yugi for a reason. Well, so the thing with the whole Dark Yugi and pharaoh type thing is they don't know he's the pharaoh until so much of the story goes by, like a good amount. Like, at first they just, because Yami Yugi just means Dark Yugi. Because he's evil Yugi. For very much more obvious reasons in the manga, where he's killing people. Because he is killing people in the manga. Dark Yugi does kill people, which makes more sense why he's called Yami. No, he's like he's murderer Yami. And that's why there's like Bakura, Yami Bakura, Merrick, Yami Merrick. And then as the story goes on, you learn more about like where he comes from. Like the thing is, like, I know the pharaoh's name, but it's like a huge spoiler because a huge part of the story is like on the last arc is finding the pharaoh's name in ancient Egypt, where you're like actually going back to the history and learning the memories. That's what the final arc is about, is going to the memories of the pharaoh, and then Yugi and them have to play through it in a giant game of evil Dungeons and Dragons, in a giant tabletop thing. It's so cool. The final arc of Yu-Gi-Oh! Fucking rules. What? That only goes up to 6? So how do I go up to 5? Oh, I have to leave. I have to go out and then up the other way. Whatever, I'm enjoying rambling about Yu-Gi-Oh! There's a lot of, like, storytelling in Yu-Gi-Oh! That I think people who, like, think they know Yu-Gi-Oh! Just kind of forgot or didn't get far enough in. Because that's something I've learned about Yu-Gi-Oh! As well, is a lot of people who are, like, huge fans of it, like, never finished watching it. Which is fine, I don't think people have to. But it's just always funny, because they're always missing, like, a lot of, like, really big pieces of lore about their favorite characters. Because you learn them, like, at the end. In what I consider to be the best arc. Some people don't like it as much as I do, but I love it. I think the what is it called? I just call it the evil Dungeons and Dragons arc. I just call it the D&D arc because that's what it is to me. I can't remember what it's actually called. I think it's like the Dark RPG, I think is what it's called. Which sounds both really cool and really fucking I'm 13 and I think this is awesome. But whatever, it is awesome. I don't know, it's cool. The manga, when it came to the West, they for some reason separated out into several manga. Don't know why they did that. How do I get to Basement 5? I'm looking for Basement 5. See, that's where we're trying to go. Do I just not remember how to play this game? Oh, I see. Okay, we were going the wrong way. I see now. Sorry. Okay, it is at the very end of the previous one. We just kept on missing the hallway. Because I'm focusing on talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! This is why you don't give streamers crap whenever they're stupid playing a video game. Because it's hard. It's hard to talk and play at the same time. But basically, my point is, like, check out the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga, if you ever are curious. It's like parallel universe aliens. Is it? Or are you talking about later, like, series? Talking about, like, later series or later seasons? I was about to say later. Because the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Ends pretty much still being about ancient Egypt. But, like, later series, because every time there's a new Yu-Gi-Oh! Series, for anyone who doesn't know, they just soft reboot everything. Like, yeah, like the generations of Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, every generation of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just like a soft reset. You don't need to know any of the... Yeah, Zexal has an alien. Yeah. Zexal has aliens, and Arc 5, or Arc V, or whatever you fucking call it, is a really wild one. That one's all about the multiverse. And, like, a war and genocide across a multiplanar fucking war. But it starts off seeming like it's about a silly clown boy. Arc 5 is fucking weird. I love it, but it's so fucking weird. Yeah, Arc 5 also has a lot of characters who show up. Oh, no, you're talking about the movie. Never mind, you're talking about the movie. Yeah, GX technically takes place in the same... GX and 5Ds take place in the same universe as the original, but they take place, like... GX takes place after the events of the original, so you'll see, like, Kaiba, Yugi, Pegasus doing things, but you essentially don't really need to know too much about them. They explain as much as you need. We got the thing we came here for. 5Ds takes place, like, hundreds of years in the future, but the events of the past do come up as, like, lore, but it does explain it to you in universe, so you don't really need to know that much. But it does take place in that same universe, and then after that, it's a new universe. Everything. Arc V does do crossovers as it is a multi-universe type story, but it's still not the exact same, but they will find excuses to throw characters in as, like, fan service. FFDs is really good, though. I think for people who like the original Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot and left because they didn't like the tone of GX, 5Ds is worth checking out. I know everybody likes to meme on it for card games on motorcycles, but, like, it makes more sense in universe. A lot of people think the story of 5Ds is better than the original, which, like, I can't really argue with. I think it's not necessarily better or worse. I think it's just, like, of the same quality. It's definitely worth checking out. The other ones get kind of dumb. I like them, but the other ones do get kind of dumb. I find it endearing. Yeah, also, like, 5Ds is very much about, like, classist societies and fucking corrupt government and shit. Class structures. 5Ds is, like, a very political Yu-Gi-Oh! Story. Yeah, every generation has a very different tone. That's one of the things I really like about every time we get a new Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime. And they still do new Yu-Gi-Oh! Animes for anyone who doesn't know. New generations, but they're built around a different card game now. A spin-off card game we don't get in English. That's more geared towards children. Which makes sense, because the children are the ones who are mainly watching it anyways, so you may as well build the anime around the simpler spin-off card game that's easier for them to get into. Makes sense. I've heard they're pretty good. I have not checked them out yet. I watched the first few episodes of the first Rush Duel season. It seemed like fun at minimum. But no, that's one of the fun things about the Yu-Gi-Oh anime. It changes like completely every season, or not season, but every series. It's fun. But no, if you want to know the two I recommend for people, the original, like the original manga, I think is probably the one that's easiest to get through. If I'm being honest, it's highest quality from beginning to end, while the others can be the anime adaptation can be kind of dragged out in some places that people don't remember until they sit down to watch it. So I think that I recommend the manga for that. But if you want to watch an anime that holds up really well, 5Ds is incredible. I think GX is really good if you're a specific type of person. That kind of person's me. But also the first 50 episodes aren't that great of GX.
A second sword of light.
So I hesitate to recommend GX to people. I love it, but I think 5Ds is arguably the best one to recommend to people who want to watch a Yu-Gi-Oh anime. Because it just starts off really strong and it stays pretty strong. It's got the easiest story to enjoy as a more adult person. It's not as silly dumb. It's actually trying to tell a serious story, and it does somewhat well at doing it with real themes and consequences and stakes and shit. 5Ds is good. A lot of people skipped it because they were like, card games on motorcycles, that's dumb, I'm not watching it. And that's where their opinion ended on it. Which is a very shallow level to end it on a series that's always been about card games in some silly dumb scenario. We made the sword again. We already did this, but we made another one. I would celebrate this, but we're gonna turn it into another sword. Because if we pop out the fun size forge, our forge, we can combine that with the King's Sword, which we got ages ago, the Sword of Kings. We can combine those to make the Supreme Sword of Light. I don't know, there's a lot to say about Yu-Gi-Oh, but basically my sum up is if you want to read a manga, read the original manga. It's incredible. Its pacing is just a lot more easy to get through than the anime, which pads things out sometimes, and you can feel it. People just don't seem to remember that until they try it again. And if you want to watch an anime, 5Ds holds up very well. The dub has a very good theme song, but a lot of people don't like the dub, which is fair. Poor kids dubbing and all that. Alright, crit. Damn it. Alright, well that's good enough. Gonna hit with my Master Stroke. And there we go. Supreme Sword of Light. But no, my big thing I'm excited for is the Magic manga. That's really got sidetracked there for a bit on Yu-Gi-Oh! +3 too, a perfect Supreme Sword of Light. Love to see it. Hey, making that isn't achievable. Should we equip it? 782. $670 and $397. I don't know if that's better or worse, but I'm going to equip it. The ultimate symbol of hope for Airdrie. Its blessed blade can do away with any and all evil effects. Plus 100 charm. Wow. It will deal lightning damage when attacking, cures a single ally of negative status effects when used as an item in battle, and 3% of removing beneficial effects from enemies when attacking. That's 196 attack. Holy shit. It's 297 if we equip this. Wow, this really does shoot up our attack higher, doesn't it? 670 to 782. But I think the plus 397 makes it shoot up higher. I think this is more damage than the Metal King Great Sword. I think it just barely does more. It's hard to tell when you're dual wielding. Because it doesn't calculate your offhand the same. I guess I could just try to go fight something and we can just compare. Let's go find something to smack. There's also the new series starting in Shonen Jump that I haven't checked out yet, but a few new series have just started. Which I'm always excited. One of them is Spooky Paranormally. Alright, so let's see how much damage we do with this. Let's set the speed to normal so that way I can actually read it. Everyone, follow orders. Fight. We should probably put the hero in the party. That would help.
Are you ready for this?
Oh, this feels so slow after playing the whole game at like double speed. Instead of trying to find something new. I feel like I just don't find much time to read, or I'm too tired to. Alright, Swords Dance. How much damage is this gonna do? 296. So let's equip the thing. Metal King Great Sword. How much does this go? Yeah, see, I go through the story of One Piece a lot, but I try to do it through ways like listening to people rereading it or like read through podcasts and stuff, because A, I can do it while doing other things, and B, God, I can't just keep rereading One Piece 100 times. It's so good, but like I can't, I need to read other things. Wow, that did like a lot more. Okay, so I think we're gonna start with the Metal King Great Sword. All that work to make the fucking cool kick-ass sword, and it's just not as good. That's funny. Like, if it was gonna be close, I'd be like, whatever, but like, it's not even close.
That's easy.
That's funny. Alright, well, we made the sword. I just want to make sure Hero is holding it. Okay. He just has to hold it. He doesn't need to use it. So let us start ticking away at the quest catalog. We're going to get all the quest catalog filled out now. Inside High Hall and Angri-La. Let's go to Angri-La. There's a monk here we need to go talk to. But like I said, there's a lot of stuff starting up, so I'm probably going to be doing a bit more reading. The thing is, like, I want to read stuff that's already ended or I know isn't going to take me forever. Because I have so many ongoing series that I'm reading right now. So I know My Hero is probably one that I'm comfortable dedicating to just because Just because it's actually over. Well, I can do that. Why did I mash through this? The long years of study have revealed unto me a secret by which ye power of that floweth through Ergir's very soil might be channeled, thereby rendering a magic's power greatly more potent. Yea, 'tis an art only for ye wisest and greatest of wizards. This being so, I have hidden its secrets in 3 tomes, and hidden these tomes in their turn amongst ye threefold floors of ye Snivelheim Royal Library. If I should fail in laying the Dark One low, thou followers in my footsteps, I prithee, seek out ye tomes and pronounce these words before them. Oh, I don't want to do that. Slumbering place of strength untold, break thy bonds, unlock, unfold. Forgive me, I didn't notice you there. I'm studying the ancient teachings of Angri-La. This was written by Morkant, the great sorcerer who joined the Luminary legend in battle with the Dark One. Discovered it in the temple storerooms only recently. Hunter x Hunter sort of over. I'm not starting Hunter x Hunter until the fucking guy dies. Because he won't end the story. Until it's over and no more can happen, I'm not picking it up. If Lord Robert were to follow Morkant's instructions and learn to channel Ergir's strategies, it would surely benefit you greatly. You've been to the Royal Library before, have you not? Will you return there and seek out his secrets? Alright, we gotta go find 3 tomes. And then Rabble learn something. Apparently there's 1 on each floor. Every time it's Berserk. No, they're still putting out chapters of Berserk, though. I'm mad that they're still putting... I don't think they should be, but aren't they still putting out chapters? Also, yeah, no, I totally get that. I just haven't clicked with it. I'm still really early on. I know I'm gonna like it, but like, it just hasn't clicked yet. I still haven't felt the drive to sit down and read it. And it's also not a series that like I can bring with me anywhere to read because it's fucking Berserk. So it's like I have to, it's a lot harder for me to find the time to, because a lot of things, like when I'm gonna be reading My Hero Academia, I'm probably just gonna bring it to work and read it on like my lunch breaks and stuff. But like I can't do that with Berserk. A, because I buy the fucking hardcovers, which are tomes. Oh, this is the end. Okay. I was gonna say I want to rest because we're out of MP with like everyone. What was I saying? But no, Berserk's got a lot of shit where it's like, yeah, this is not gonna be for everyone. It has every warning in the book. And I've only read, like, the first 2 hardcovers. And I've already hit, like, every warning that you could possibly content warning you could content warn people of has already happened. Like, all the worst shit. So, it's like, yeah, Berserk is a, is there not a better spot to zoom to? I think the Sneerfell will probably be the best. But I don't know. It hasn't clicked yet. I'm not, like, itching to go back. I'm right at the point where people say is when it actually starts, which is fair, but I don't know. I have so much shit to read, and it's so hard to find time to read Berserk. That's kind of my biggest thing, is it's so hard for me to find time to read it. Because I can't just read it wherever like I can with other series. Not every series, of course, but like Berserk especially is a hard one to find time to read. Because I'm so busy. I'm always doing shit. That's why I don't watch really any anime anymore. Except for like occasionally I'll put one on in the background while I'm like doing art or something. Like I watched Wizardry from 1991. Mainly just because it's literally like it's just looks like it's fucking Delicious in Dungeon, but in the 90s, because that's where the inspiration came from for a lot of the designs and stuff. I don't know why I know that. I haven't watched that fucking anime, but I've watched the Wizardry in 1991. I watched it so I could get fucking screenshots to post in Discord with my friends and just to be annoying. It's like, hey, look, there's the guy. It's just fucking, it's just a different anime. But they look exactly that. We've already read this book. This is the library we have to go to. We have to find like 3 specific books here. I don't like this quest. I can already tell you I don't like this quest. Apparently there's like 1 on every floor or something like that. Is that not the guy? Oh, what quest did we just accept? Oh, it's a very completely different quest than what I thought we were doing. Alright, well, it's not the quest I thought we accepted, but it's the one we accepted, so it's the one we're doing. I don't know, I don't really watch much. Hunter x Hunter is another one, though. I just want to wait. There's an ancient book here entitled Ye Wizard Canticle, Book 1. This must be the grimoire that Morkins that the monk at Angri-La told us about. Yeah, he recites the mantra that he learned from the monk, and the spell protecting the book is broken. He opens the cover and begins to read. Hear me, O spirits of ye great realm of Erdrea, realm of boundless skies and bottomless seas, of endless plains, heed my call. It must be part of the incantation Morkin used to make his magic more powerful. Carefully commit it to memory. Alright, 1 down, 2 to go. Apparently Rab gets a new spell from this, though, so that's exciting. Alright, now we gotta go to the next floor. Either the ones to go up open, no, they're both locked, so we need to... How do you move these again? I don't remember how to slide the bookcase. Bookcase? This one? No. Hi, I'm not here to fight you. Chat, I don't remember. I thought it was this thing. No, that's not what I wanted. Shit. Oh, hey, there are enemies here that are malicious. Tactics, everyone. Show no mercy.
Let's go.
Oh god, we're still on the slow. Oh god, so slow. Settings, battle mode. No, not that. Speed, battle speed, ultra fast. There we go. Oh, that's much better.
We win again.
How do I don't... No. Platypunk, no. How do I move the bookshelf? Is it this one? There we go. There it is. No, that didn't. Oh no, that didn't move, but that activated him. Okay, I was right. I just hadn't activated everything. Welcome back. I get you. Gotta AFK sometimes. Passed away. Yeah, he passed away, but like, there's still like his team put out more chapters. Which is annoying. Let me look it up. Because I know for a fact that they still put out a few chapters. I don't know if they're still putting out more chapters, but I know they did, which really annoys me. Yeah, it's still ongoing. His team is keeping it going without him. I'm gonna grab a drink, by the way. Yeah, they're still putting out chapters. It's still considered ongoing. I'm gonna be right back, though. I'm gonna grab a drink. I'm not even gonna put on my BRB screen because I'm just literally grabbing a can from the other room. But, like, hearing that also took the, it kind of took a lot of my enthusiasm on, like, finally starting it, out of my... Oh, it's a weird thing? Yeah, I'm not, like, entirely, I don't know. I was about to say I'm not entirely against it, but I'm uncomfortable with it, if that makes any sense. I think the people in charge of it are the people he trusts, but it still just feels weird to me. I don't know. I'm hoping that their goal is to end it, to, like, get it to its ending. But it is, like, his people in charge of it. It's clearly people he trusts.
Did I do all right?
Like, I think that's the most important thing, is that the people who are doing it are people who the artist would have approved of. Okay, that's not the book. Which seems to be the case, but it still just feels weird to me. I don't, like, morally object to how it's happening, unless it's the company doing it. If it's the company who makes the decision, not like... If it's done purely, obviously, for the sake of monetization and being like, well, we can't let the moneymaker go, then I'm against it. But this doesn't really feel like that. This feels like it's his team, it's the people who should be doing it. You know what I mean? But it still makes me uncomfortable. Still kind of took the wind out of my sails on being so gung-ho about reading it. Alright, this is the second book. He recites the mantra I learned from the book when begins to read. Grant unto me thy power, and that I might protect this beauteous world and thy children, its people from ye foul machinations of that most vile and villainous beasts, ye dark one. This part of the incantation mark and used to make some magic more powerful. Barry, that was talking about it a while ago? I don't know, maybe.
Our work isn't
Wheel
done
of Time?
yet.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone talk about Wheel of Time, so I must not have been there. I've never read... I don't know anything about Wheel of Time, if I'm being honest. I know the Wheel of Time is fucking huge. That's the extent of my knowledge on it, though. I know people love it as well. My cousin and I remember talking about... we don't need any more for this floor. What am I doing? Die without finished dinner. Yeah, I mean, there's quite a few. I wouldn't be surprised if Wheel of Time was one of them. I know that series is massive. I hate when I turn on auto run in this game. I know the Jurassic Park... Didn't the Jurassic Park books do that? I think I was listening to my cousin talk about it, and he's like, they clearly feel different. It is an awkward place. It is a very awkward place. And I get why, like, a lot of fans would want it to finish, but I don't know. I personally... Oh, it's so different with manga, though. Like, the other son picked it up where they left off. I don't know the relationship between the son and the author. Like, if the son was already, like, a heavy part of the writing and, like, helped a lot with it, maybe, and, like, knew, maybe, but, like, if it's just, I'm his son, I'm in charge now, then I don't like that. With manga, it feels very different with the Berserk case, because, like, that is his team, and that was his team beforehand. He may have been the main author, but, it was a team effort. It was all of them who made it. So I feel a bit better about that. When it comes to authors, I don't really know how that world works. This is going downstairs. I don't want to go downstairs. It was consistent. Okay, how do we tie off all these plot threads satisfyingly? Yeah, I don't know. I would have to read it myself to really know. I think there's definitely ways it can be done well, and there are ways to do it respectfully. And to me, the most important thing is the doing it respectfully. Which I just don't know enough about the novel world. Because I feel like novels are a lot more... The individual writing it is the individual writing it than in the manga world. Don't get me wrong, it's definitely a huge layer of that with the manga world, but... because of how the art works, like, the team tends to be a lot more of a part of it. And then, of course, there's editors as well. The editor probably helping trying to keep things... Because novels typically have editors, don't they? I guess it depends. I don't know. I don't know enough about the novel world, I think, to know too much on what to say about that. All I know is I remember hearing it happen with Jurassic Park, and I felt really weird that there were several more books. How do I go up more? Where's the switch? I remember seeing the switch. Where is it? The one to go downstairs. I don't want to go downstairs. Why do I have two ways of going? Do I have two ways of going downstairs? It varies a lot from... Yeah, it really depends on, like, the specific author's process and stuff. Like, it's one of those things where it's hard to make, like, a statement on because it's so case by case. But, like, my biggest thing is just being respectful to the author and the creator and the artists involved. Which companies, if it's ever the company's decision, I think that usually pretty much immediately throws that out. You know what I mean? But that, like, I'm very biased in that case. I'm like, I already, like, it's well known I fucking hate companies. So, you know, I don't know. Maybe I'm biased there. Maybe my fucking hatred for companies and shit ruins that. This is a big ass quest, by the way. Dig around in all these smelly books. This ain't it either. Hello. Shit. I'm trying to think. Have I ever read a series where the author passed away before it's finishing? I probably have. I just can't think of it off the top of my head. Well, that's not it either. I bet the book is, like, in there. Nope, not auto run. I hate the auto run. I instinctually click it. Is it this one? Here it is. To the monster learn from the monk, and the spell of the book is broken. Read. Lend me thy might, fleeting and inferior, sublime and blinding. Rain down upon me thy glorious luminescence. Must be part of the incantation. Yep. That's all 3 parts. We're done here. No more. No more. We're done. I don't want to be in here anymore. Back to Angri-La. I missed the whole quest that I came here for, by the way. It especially becomes weird once, like, an artist, and specifically with, like, manga artists and stuff, when they become so big that they become a company and they have, like, dozens and dozens of artists underneath them that also do their art for them. Like, that's kind of the thing with Akira Toriyama. Like, he was very open about this, which I very much appreciate. He was very open about how, like, he's not really all that hands-on with most of the newer Dragon Quest art, and he kind of misses it. But a lot of it is his team who can draw his art style. Which I think is very interesting. You hear me? Oh, spirits. Is this guy just reading the thing again? He's just reading the things again. Okay, he's reading the thing. So this is the spell whose mastery can unleash untold magical powers. I'm not nearly enlightened enough to feel its effects myself. For a seasoned sage such as Lord Robert, it is sure to work wonders, Lord Robert, if you would. Rob reads out loud Morkant's incantations at the top of his voice, and he suddenly feels as if all the energy of Erdrea is flowing through his veins. His magical might and magical mending increased by 50. Holy shit! Truly, Lord Robert, you are a titan of the arcane arts. You have mastered the mysteries of Morkant's incantations after a single reading. The great sorcerer left those books behind in order to pass on his knowledge to future generations. No doubt he would be greatly pleased that you have taken up his torch. I too feel blessed to have given the opportunity to study the secrets of such a legendary hero. I thank you, Luminary. That can happen with Kishimoto as well. How Boruto has lived on past the end of Naruto, though I don't know much input he has in the series. He wanted to be done with Naruto. He was sick of Naruto. They didn't want him to end it, and he was the one wanting to end it. He got a lot of shit from like Jump and readers and all of them for ending Naruto. And Oda famously was like one of the few people standing up for him, being like, let him end his damn story. But no, he passed Boruto on to someone that he trusted with the brand though. And then he tried to move on and do his own thing, and then that series failed because he didn't. Which, as much as I really like his series he made after Naruto, like, I get why it failed. It had a lot of problems. But the art was so cool. It's a dumb reason to really like it, but like the art was so cool and I liked the idea of it. But it had a lot of narrative problems. And some art problems as well. I get why it failed. Yeah, what was it called? Samurai something or other? It's like Sci-Fi Samurais. That's not the name, but like that was its aesthetic. I wanted it to be successful, but I didn't think it would be. It was not his best work. I've been hard at work honing my physique so that it might serve as a shield to protect all who shelter here from danger. My brawny body is stronger than a slab of stainless steel. A liquid metal slime has nothing on me. My mighty muscles are so strong that no normal weapon could even mark them. Do you not believe me, traveler? Do you think that you could build a blade sharp enough to cut through my steely physique? How is a blade capable of cutting a steely body? Yes. A Legette's body with a power of +3? We're not going to be able to beat him until we can beat the Wheel of Harma. Alright, well. I guess we'll have to wait on that guy. A lot of Buddhist references of Lost in Western. I mean, I think that was a part of it, but it didn't do well in Japan either. And it's like super wordy. Like, he definitely wanted to just dive straight into like just overwhelming levels of like world building and shit before even establishing why we should care about any of this. Like, he was trying to dive into the deep end way too early, and it very much drove a lot of people away. And there were some other reasons too, but like there was a lot wrong with that series. Beyond just that, because like I said, it didn't even do well in Japan, which is why it got canceled so quickly. Because like they don't care about the Western audience's feelings on it. That's why so many series that Western people get pissed off at getting canceled early, still do. That's why I don't know where we're going. I don't know what our next quest is. So we can't do that quest till we do the Wheel of Harma. I don't want to do the Wheel of Harma till we have all this done. So we'll just move on to the next one and we'll come back. There's a girl in a house in Phenomenon. It looks a wee bit sleepy. We can go there. But like, it's hard to make another series that'll be just as successful. Like, I get it. I still really like Kishimoto. It's just that series didn't do as well as I was hoping, and for reasons that I totally get. I just like the character designs a lot too, though. Man, that's some of my favorite designs that I've seen of him for a while. I think he works back on Boruto now. I think he's helping on that again. He's like, alright, I guess I'm going back to Boruto. I don't know if he's actually... I don't know what his opinions on that are. I'm pretty sure that's where he went back to, unless he left it again. I know he did like a Naruto one-shot last year, because they did a poll, a global poll to see who the most popular characters were. I know fucking Minato won? Was that his name? I don't remember his name. There was a character who won and he did a one-shot just for that character. Like last year. It is time for my beddy buys, but the drums are so noisy I cannot sleep at all. It is my fault to have a monster called Bongo Bango. Bongo Bango. Sorry, I just really like the name of a monster that's just Bongo Bango. Always he's banging his drum, boom, 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 and it makes going to Betty Buy's impossible. Do you want to make him stop, please? He's somewhere just outside the village, I think so. But I do not want you to only give him a beating. I want him to know how very, very bad it is when Betty Buy's is ruined. And there's a pep collar called Snooze and Bruise that should teach him a lesson he needs to learn, I think. Once you've unleashed it to the Bongo Bango... This is just a very silly line of dialogue. I like these lines now. Bongo Bango is a villager out of breath trying to describe what he just saw, yeah. Don't think of Bleach coming back for ages. Well, that's what, his thing he made was, the witch one. Burn the Witch. Burn the Witch is, in the same world as Bleach. So that's what people were saying. How do we do Snooze and Bruise? 5 mini medals, sweet. I don't need those anymore. Oh, Prison Cutter and Snooze, so you need to work with an entertainer friend in order to perform it. Nice. So we gotta bring in Sylvando. You know what's really good about this? We have pet pops, and we can get them really easy, so we don't have to worry about this. Burn the Witch miniseries, then they finished the anime, but I thought there was something other than that. I don't know. As far as my knowledge goes, it ended at Burn the Witch, but... I could be wrong. I don't really follow what Kubo's up to, so I don't really know. I just know I really like Kubo's art, but I'm not like a crazy follower of his, because I fell off of Bleach really hard. I kept reading it long after I fell off. I've read kind of all of it. I don't remember it very well, but I don't know. Bleach is one of those series where it's like there's just so much just fighting and nothing moving forward because the fighting is so important. It's cool, but I'm like, I don't care. But I like Kubo's art a lot. I'm a big fan of his art. He writes really good characters, too. Like, I think he's got fantastic characters. It's just the so much fighting. So much fighting that I just did not give a shit about. Is that Bongo Bango? Is it Bongo Bango? You Bongo Bango? Bongo Bango! Okay, everyone follow orders. Don't kill the Bongo Bango too early. Snooze and Bruise. Bongo Bango. There he goes. That wasn't too bad. Alright, we killed Bongo Bango. I don't know, there's a lot of manga. There's a lot of manga coming out. I like all of them. I can't keep all of those. What I do know is they keep on releasing everything but me and Robocode. I'm so fucking annoyed. They're printing, what is that fucking series called? It got canceled really fast. I actually enjoyed it, but it got canceled really fast. Fuck, I can't remember what they're called. Snow White and the Red Hood. That's not one I'm thinking of, but they're canceled. They got that printing now. They're printing Ayashimon, which got canceled really fast. They are printing I'm talking about English releases, by the way, physical English releases. They're releasing fucking Shoha Shoten, which just started. Well, they've been printing it for a while now, but they started printing it like right when it just started. They're printing... Fuck, what's that other one? It's another one that like started and got canceled really fast, but they still won't fucking print me in Roboco. And I just want to buy it physically. Let me buy my funny made manga. Why do you hate gag manga, Viz? Viz Media.
The drumming at the bongo bango stopped. Thank you very, very much. I want you to take this, please. It's a sign of how grateful I am.
Say 5 mini medals. Thank you, EP child.
I can go enjoy my Betty Bites without any disturbance. I think so. This makes me very, very happy.
Such a polite young lady. You're found on gag manga. Well, I don't think... Not Viz Media. Shonen Jump definitely is. Jump is very, very pro Roboco. Like, Roboco gets a lot of stuff in Japan. It's printed physically. It has, like, anime adaptation. It's getting a movie. It has tons of merch. Like, Jump is very good to Roboco. It's just in the West, Viz Media does not give a shit about gag manga. Jump is very good with their to their gag manga. Jump is very good to like their manga of all things. It's just Viz Media in the West for like English releases and shit like that. They do not give a shit about their gag manga, even their successful ones. Like they've been sitting on the rights to the Sergeant Frog manga for years now, and they just don't print it. Tokyo Pop did back when they had the rights, but those are long out of print. But Viz Media's just been sitting on the Sergeant Frog rights. And I want them to print it. Yeah, so they can just kind of do whatever. Yeah, Jump's good. Jump is good. I am not complaining about Shonen Jump. I am talking about Viz Media, who publishes Shonen Jump titles in the West. They don't have faith in gag manga and a lot of comedies. Which is annoying that Shoha Shoten got one. But I get it. That's written and drawn by the fucking Death Note guys, and their names will always sell something. It's just annoying to me as a fan of gag manga. No, you're thinking of Funimation. Funimation was good. Viz Media... Well, I guess Viz Media was gobbled up by Funimation, and they were gobbled up by Crunchyroll. But I'm talking about their manga. I'm talking about their manga stuff, which is them. Where's my quest catalog? Oh wait, I just saw it. Damn it. Quest catalog. I keep on forgetting that the plus button, start button, is what gets us here. So we got another one of those done. Nice. Okay, we can move on to the list of new ones now. I also enjoys nothing more than a nice view atop Mount Panglai. Okay, we're going up to Mount Panglai. But, I don't know, I'm just annoyed that we're not getting me and Roboco printings. I would buy it. I want it. Mount Panglai. Mount Panglai. I'll take Angri-La. Have I missed it? I might have missed it. There it is. Angri-La. Alright, we're climbing Angri-La. Did they ever physically print Dr. Slump? I think they did. I know they're sitting on the rights for I know they have the rights to Dr. Slump as well. But, you know, that's not really as popular of a series at the moment. Going the wrong way. I'm not here to do the Wheel of Harma yet. Doing things one thing at a time. Yeah, we're gonna go to the summit. So we gotta climb this real quick. Hello, do I have you in my bestiary? What was that? Sky Caesar. Oh, we already have one of these. Occasionally unduced enemy status improvements. That's funny. 5% chance. I wouldn't rely on that, but that is funny. Oh, we're still on tactics. Fight wisely. Alright, do your thing. Take care of them. Nice. Oh, we need a fly dragon. We need a fly dragon.
Who else wants some?
Shout out to Eric doing absurd levels of damage. We could do more absurd levels of damage if I unequip the bunny tails and actually equip items. That'll help with it, but I'm lazy. I'm lazy. I don't know. I just know the two series that I want Viz Media to give me are Roboco and Sergeant Frog, and I don't want to do either. Another series that I found out they have the rights to the manga for that they're not printing is they have, and they, by the way, they have all of Sergeant Frog translated. You could buy it digitally. Just want to point that out. It's still there digitally. Like, it's not like, they'd have to pay a translator or something. They have, like, the first, like, 20-ish volumes all translated. It's literally, they just need to print it. Well, they might need to get the new covers, because I think they have it listed with the old covers, but whatever.
I'd heard that the summit of Mount Panglai commanded a most marvelous view, but this surpasses all my expectations.
Sir, you are looking at a rock. Sir, you can't see shit. Don't lie to me.
It's simply breathtaking. I shall paint this image onto the canvas of my heart, and remember it unto my dying day.
Maybe he's looking at Yggdrasil.
My name is Hugo, and I have devoted my life to traveling the world in
He has very small... He does have very small eyes.
Devoted my life to traveling the world in search of the most marvelous views in existence. Now, I know we've only just met, but I have a very strong suspicion that I found in you... What the fuck is he saying? I found in you a soulmate. The devotee of jaw-dropping views and transcendent vistas. And with your youthful vigor and limber limbs, I have a feeling you'll be able to witness the most marvelous view of all. So how about it? Do you want to join me in the exalted ranks of scenery seekers?
I will search for some stunning scenery, and he has a fantastic.
I knew it. I could tell from your face that you are a kindred spirit. May I heartily welcome you to the most exclusive club imaginable, the Secretive Association of Scenery Seekers. Now, without further ado, let me point you in the direction of the most marvelous sight of all. The view from the soaring, cloud-kissing heights in, eulogized? Yeah, that's eulogized. By the legendary Vincenzo Turismo, a member of our order. According to the celebrated writings, there is a great mountain on to the south of Heliodor which can truly... Okay, I know where he's talking about. Cobblestone. Apparently he experienced something of an epiphany upon seeing it, and carved his thoughts into the trunk of a nearby tree that they might be preserved forever. But he never divulged exactly what it was he wrote. Won't you do something for me? To the rocky south of Heliodor, find that mountain and share with me the insights of my hero and mentor. I would go myself, but I'm afraid...
You good, Eric?
But I'm afraid my knees will not what they were. Even making the comparatively easy ascent was a struggle. Please, as a new member of our order, you must do this. You simply...
Okay, we're going to Cobblestone. Mr. Vista. Let's make sure we set our camp here, because now we have this as a fast travel point, so we can just fly here when we need to. We can just fast travel to this point. Oh, hey, we got a thing. To cobblestone. Where are we going? Going south. That's where we're going. Hello. Hello. Put me down. Yours me. They got us running around a lot for these quests. Yeah, the Hunter, I follow him on Twitter. He was posting a few pages. He's working. He is working. Because that wasn't even that long ago. When was it? He was like a month ago, maybe he posted. You don't really see anything from it. He just posts like, this is page 14, and it's just the corner of the page. You can't even see any art. It's just him saying like, hey, I'm working on it. Basically to show progress, which is, you know, he doesn't even need to do that, honestly, but I follow him just in case. Also, in case anything happens, it'll probably be a spot where news comes from. Find an old dead tree. There's an inscription carved in a trunk. It's rather hard to read, but if he squints, he can just make it out. This is truly one of the most magnificent, spectacular, and indeed utterly gobsmacking views I've seen in my long career as a connoisseur of splendid scenery. But what use is beautiful view when one is alone? Realize that if a man has his love beside him, even the most paltry view will be filled with beauty. In conclusion, I must find a wife. Signed, Vincenzo Turismo. Alright, let's go tell him. That was actually a really fast climb. We did that very quickly. His wife helps him a lot. Yeah? I don't know. I know he really does not want to give up drawing and inking it himself. He wants to do that. He's famously said, like, if he gives up doing that, he's not going to feel like it's his story anymore. So I know there's a large level of stuff that he refuses to let other people do. Which is one of the reasons why it's taken so long. Because dude's got the money. He could hire his crew to do a whole bunch. Which is, I respect that. I'm not going to judge him based on that. It does mean that chapters aren't going to come out very quickly. As everyone already knows. Will knock me down a feather. Not in a million years would I have imagined that Vincenzo Turismo's profound insight as he looked down upon the world was that he needed a wife. But thinking about it, solitude is something of an occupational hazard for we scenery seekers. I myself have been so busy scaling these heady heights, they've neglected to think about finding a life partner. But I don't regret it for a second. Hi, Chair. Welcome to the raid. we're talking about manga and shit, as well as completing some quests, some side quests in the post game of Dragon Quest. Hey Val, how's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Welcome, welcome. We're just chilling. Very chill time, talking about manga and artists and shit.
I have chosen this life, and I stand by my choice. Besides, I am not alone. Beauty is my bride, the wide blue yonder is my beloved, and the whispering breeze is my most faithful friend. No, my choice was the right one. And now I have introduced the bright young talent to the marvels of scenery seeking too. Speaking of which, let me grant you a small reward for all your efforts.
We got a fantastic. You're panicking and played up. That sounds fun. We can do Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon's a good manga. I really like the Sailor Moon manga. I recommend it. Especially because they've been printing standard printings for it, so you don't have to buy like the deluxe editions. Well, most people just read things online. I'm one of the few freaks who mainly reads physically. I've been thinking about it ever since I've been seeing the new printings coming out for it. But no, Sailor Moon's legitimately just good. Also, it references a lot of series that I like that are older than Sailor Moon, but I'm a nerd, and most people don't know that half of Sailor Moon shit that it's iconic for is references to other things that they were iconic for. Yeah, Cartoon Network's been embracing like old shit, probably because they can get it for cheaper than making new shit, but you know what, I won't complain. Holy shit, I just saw what time it was. We've been going for a while and I didn't even realize. Also, everybody's making posts in Discord that I'm in. I get rid of all those updates. Nice, that's another quest done. Hello. But Sailor Moon's good. I legitimately recommend Sailor Moon. I don't know where we're going. I should probably... Yeah, our goal right now, for anyone who doesn't know, we are in the post-game. We have done most of the post-game. We have not done the final thing. We have not done the, what is it called? The Wheel of Harma. I'm doing the Wheel of Harma after we get done completing the quest catalog. So we're doing all the little side quests. And by all of them, I do mean all of them. We made the Super Sword of Light, the Supreme Sword of Light. And yeah. Basically, that's what we're up to. We've done all the little story things you can find. So literally we just have this, that, and then to do the thing. There's an old man in the main square of Heliodor who's looking for someone ready to test their metal. Alright, we're going to Heliodor. A couple people in Heliodor. Where's Hero? Zoom! Oh dearie me. So I don't know which guy in Heliodor. We'll just do one of them, and then we'll do the first one we bump into, and then we'll come do the second one we bump into, and then we'll do the third one we bump into. I don't know. I'm excited for new manga, but also I'm in the hobby of trading card games again, so it's like buying manga is expensive. So is card games. I will say I'm almost done doing like the initial buy-ins of card games. My big buy is just because Set just came out, so spending money on new cards. Yeah, you're a pretty tough customer, I can tell. I bet you've been in your fair share of battles over the years, haven't you? Well, if there's one thing I love, it's discussing mighty warriors and sharing tales of daring do. But it takes two to tango, and mighty warriors are nothing without monsters to cross swords with. It just so happens I've heard of a beauty. It's called Haramachis, and it rules over an army of Bilhas from atop the Hato Steppe.
I've been hearing terrific things about how tough it is, but I want to hear from someone with first-hand experience. Will you go and fight it for me? Sure. Get Apollo's axe. Plateau of the South Hato Steppe. Alright, we can do that. The south of Mount Fuji, some place of kind of a high plateau, but it only shows himself to those who can prove themselves strong enough. Okay. And to do that, you'll need to beat up a load of his Bilha minions. Okay. Guy wants us to go on a killing spree, I guess. To the Hato Steppe. We need to find what he's talking about by the peak, though? Or plateau? I think I know what he's talking about, but... Basically, we just gotta fight a bunch of shit, it sounds like. Go to the right spot and fight a bunch of shit. So is the plateau up here by the Cryptic Crypt, or would it be over by there by the Door of Departure? As they say. Looked at some of the cards in the OPTCG Set 8 and saw your favorite character. Set 8 comes out later this year. I'm very excited. I'm gonna play Carrot. That's my main deck I'm gonna be picking up. And then maybe I'll pick up Pudding as well. Don't want to get into spoilers about any of these characters, but those are the two that I'm looking at from Set 8. Set 7 comes out like next week, but I've been going to pre-releases and stuff, so I've been getting my cards. I have a box reserved for me when they get their shipment in at the store. They told me maybe Wednesday I'd be able to pick it up. Am I set to fight wisely? Yes, I am. Right now, I am building Foxy Pirates, and Vegapunk. Those are my two targets. A lot of good stuff. I'm also building Kuro, but Kuro is like an old deck, and you can build it for like $20, which is why I'm building it, because it's only worth like $20, and I think that's funny. And it's fun. I don't know, it's a fun little aggro deck that you can build for dirt cheap, so why not, right? It lets me run Shaman Bucci! Everybody loves Shaman Bucci. Butchie, I don't know why I call him Bucci. Wait, I think this is where we're going? Yeah, it's a Door of Departure. I think. Foxy's best? Yeah, well, I'm so excited to play Foxy. He's very fun, too. He's a cool deck. He focuses on being really annoying. Oh, I'm not going to the Cryptic Crypt. So many people hate that. I love it. I get why once I learned that the anime doubled it. Doubled how long that arc is. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense. I think when you're reading the manga, it's like the perfect amount. But if the anime really did double it, how long it is, and then also that character keeps coming back in the fucking anime, I'm like, okay, I get it. There is such thing as too much Foxy. Once I learned that, I'm like, okay, I think I get that more. Once I learned how they padded out that arc. Arc is filler? I don't think it is. Not to get too much into spoilers for One Piece or anything, but like, I think Long Ring Longland introduces a lot of themes that are explored later in the next two arcs. Also, it's fun. And also at the end, important things happen. There's also good characterization moments in it. Like, really good characterization moments. In all of the games. It's a good arc. I stand up for it. I wholeheartedly do really enjoy Long Ring Longland. But it introduces a lot of themes that are explored later. I don't know. I think it's good, but I have a lot of hot takes on the arcs that generally are not well received in One Piece. So maybe that's just me. I like Syrup Village a lot. I love Fishman Island. I think Fishman Island's brilliant. I think Long Ring Longland is really fun. I don't know. Maybe I'm just the hot take machine. maybe just all my takes are bad. Maybe that's it.
I don't know where we're supposed to be killing everything at, by the way. I'm just gonna be running around until I find out. Fishman Island, I think it's incredible. I think people weigh in too heavily on Hody Jones being a boring villain.
Easy.
I think he is I think he's perfectly emblematic about fucking the commentary it has on, like, how racism is passed down and hate is passed down through the teachings and of the people before, and that you need to break that cycle of hate. I think he is the perfect embodiment of that, and I think if he had more... I think if he had, like, way more personal stakes in it, it would ruin the point of that message. I think the fact that it is purely generational hate that it fuels him is very much the point. But I read very heavily into the political themes of One Piece, so... yeah, I'm overflowing with my One Piece hot takes. It's hard to get into them, though, because I don't like talking about anything that can be spoilers.
We win again.
I'm telling you what's going on. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's fair, but whatever. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. It happens so quickly. It's like, whatever. Is this the right spot? It said south. Is this the right direction south?
Another one.
We're in the southern
bites
part,
the
yeah.
dust.
The guy we fight only spawns after we kill, like, a lot of things, is what we were told. You know, it wasn't one not. I don't know. It just happened so quickly that I was not really bothered by it. Maybe it's because I read it at my own pace. I did not read it weekly, but, like, I was fine with it. I don't know. My only problem with it has nothing to do with the arc itself, and it's just that Sanji is insufferable at that point in the story. But that has nothing to do with literally anything other than him being fucking insufferable at that point in the series. I don't know. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Most people's reason is that Hody Jones is not good villain, and I'm like, I think he is exactly what he needs to be for what the story is trying to tell you at that point.
Let's go.
But as with most things with One Piece, the message flew over people's head. Because, oh boy, do people not like picking up on the subtext of it. To be fair, like, anime is not very good generally with subtext, so I think whenever you go into a series that, like, really goes heavy on subtext like One Piece, like, it definitely becomes something that a lot of people just don't know how to pick up on, because a lot of anime and manga like to
Who else wants some?
just tell you. There is no subtext, they just tell you the text, they tell you how you're supposed to feel and what is happening and what it means, like, in dialogue. So,
Score one for the good guys.
as Decaf Arlong, I mean, yeah, but that's kind of the point. Like, the whole message of that arc is, like, the cycle of generational hate, where the hatred of one generation should not be passed on to the next if you're going to better anything. And he is very much the generation that Arlong taught to be hateful. So as Decaf Arlong, that makes sense. Like, that's the whole message of the arc.
Easy.
And I think if you were to give him, like, too strong of his own personal meaning, then it wouldn't really connect with what the arc is trying to say. Because it's very paralleling real-world hatred. Real-world hatred of between groups of people. A lot of it is just, I hate this group. Why? Well, because I was raised that way. And why would I question these guys? They were right. Why would I question them? I should hate them because I was told to by these people I trust that were older than me. That is the whole message of it. Like, that's literally all it takes.
We win again.
I don't know. I stand up for Hody Jones as fucking much as I'm like, I don't think he's like incredible, don't get me wrong, but I think he serves exactly the point he needs to. And I think people just like, people hate him way more than he deserves, more than I think he is incredible or anything. Where's this fucking guy spawn? Am I in the right place? I don't even know if I'm in the right place. I'm just fighting things to the south of the place. And I don't even know if this is the right place. Is this the plateau? What's a plateau considered?
We did it, darlings!
Alright, well the guy's not spawning here. Maybe we go somewhere else. Where's this plateau it is referring to? Yeah, we're in the steppe. I just don't know exactly where in the steppe it wants me to be. It says south of Mount Fuji. Maybe it's the other entrance. Where is this on the world map? Am I misunderstanding? How do I look at the world map? Huh. Okay, I think we're in the wrong spot. I think that's what's happening. I think we need to go down here. I don't know. My point this whole time, though, I've been playing One Piece cards, and they're very good. I like them a lot. They're very fun. They're extremely cool. And I'm a fan of the franchise. Input? I might have input. We'll see. As long as I can say it without spoiling anything. I'm assuming this is probably a One Piece question, right? As I do keep up with it weekly. I mean, I would think Dial. That's all I'm gonna say on it, because I don't want to say anything about the Seraphim or what those are, because I consider that like a spoiler for people and what that means. But I'm gonna say Dial. And I can't really say anything else because I don't want to imply anything about anything to do with Seraphim, other than confirming that there is a thing that exists called Seraphim. As a joke? Yeah, I can see him doing that as a joke. But I also am like, I don't know, I don't like predicting things based on what he would do as a joke, because the dude will make a fart joke relevant if he wants to, so it's like, I don't know. Okay, so I know that the monster we're hunting only appears if we start killing everything. That is what we were told, so we are going to start killing everything. Thankfully, our attack stats are through the roof, and we do so much damage that we will get whatever we want. Let's go. Let's go.
Victory!
One thing I've been like itching to do, speaking of card games, is I've been wanting to play the Digimon card game, but like I just don't have enough free time, sadly, to show up at events, because I only have, because I work closing, as of, we've talked about this before. That's why I don't stream as much as I want to, is because like I work 3 to 11 most days, and that's when I would be awake to stream, / when I would be awake to go to tournaments. I'm at work. Which sucks, because now that I only get my days off to go play, I basically only have enough time to commit to one card game, but like the Digimon card game looks so cool and neat. I want to get into it, but like I can't, because I don't have enough time to play
We win again.
two card games. It's also like way more budget than anything else, except for like Pokemon, but Pokemon's always going to be the cheapest game. But even then, it's still in like the Pokemon price range.
Victory.
I just wish I had enough. I just wish I had enough time to play Digimon. There is the online sim, the fan run online sim for Digimon. I might check that out at some point, but I just haven't had the time. I've been so busy. Work has had me exhausted. Work has had me so exhausted. We're so many people short. I've been doing like double, triple duty constantly. I've been so worn out. Yeah, Digimon's a really cool card game.
We did it,
Digimon's really
darlings.
cool, and I like Digimon as a brand, and I've just been wanting to do something with the Digimon brand lately. I think about Digimon a lot. I love the IP. Being formative part of your childhood. It wasn't a part of my childhood either. I think Digimon's cool now as an adult, completely separate from any kind of nostalgia, because I didn't really have any nostalgia for Digimon. I didn't watch it until I was older. I didn't engage with any of the games other than like Digimon Rumble Arena for the PS1, and that game's not good. I tried Digimon World at one point when I was in like middle school, but I bounced off of it like immediately, but I really want to try giving that game another shot. Where the fuck is this thing? How much killing do I gotta do? Gotta kill all these things? I should probably look at the names of the things that I'm fighting. Clangosteins. I don't think that's what I need to be hunting. Because the guy who gave us this quest used a lot of fancy words, and I'm very dumb, so I don't know what's a fancy word and what's a monster name. Digimon cards are just cool, though. I don't know. A huge part of probably what's inspiring me is my favorite Digimon is Lopmon and Terriermon. Either of them. I like them both. And I keep on seeing the starter decks for those two. The starter deck for those two on the shelf at places, at my LGSs. And I'm like, fuck. I need to play Digimon. I need to play Digimon.
I'm ready for anything.
So maybe that's why. But I mean, even since it came out, I've been interested.
We did it, darlings.
Get a nice spread of extra days off next few weeks. I'm so excited for my vacation coming up. Not anytime soon, but in a few months. Like, I'm just gonna have the week off, and I'm gonna play a lot of cards, and I'm gonna stream a lot, and I'm just going to enjoy not being at work. Maybe I'll find time to sit down and
Another
work
one
on some
bites
stuff.
the dust.
That's why I haven't been working on my game much, by the way, for anyone who cares about following that. I've just been exhausted. Like, programming and art is a lot of work for me. Mainly the art. That's what I'm, like, working on right now. That's what I need to work on is art stuff. And, like, I need so much energy to work on art at all. And I just haven't had the energy for it, because I'm so fucking exhausted from work. I've been trying. I've definitely been like slowly dabbling whenever I can, but on top of the combination of being like a slow artist and just being very tired, I have not been able to work on my game really much at all, which is infuriating. I really want to work on it. Like I'm just as passionate about working on it as I always have been. It's just, if I don't have the energy to work, I don't have the energy to work. Yeah, right? The card art is incredible for Digimon. Bandai prints cards so well.
Who else wants some?
I love Bandai's card quality. They really give it their all. PS1 game at a friend's house for like a few hours. See, I want to play one of those. See, one of the reasons why I haven't played a Digimon game like any of those Digimon games on stream, is they're long. They are like, they're not like a little long. They're fucking long. Where the hell is this monster? Is this not the right place? I might just look it up. We've been grinding away at these guys trying to find this damn monster for ages. Is that it? Oh, those are robber rabbits. What the fuck? Where is this guy? Where is this guy? I'm looking it up. What's this quest called? I don't know. I just find Digimon really charming. I like the IP. It's got a lot of personality. Might is right. On a high plateau in the south of the Hato Steppe, beat a few Bilhas. What is a Bilha? Maybe that's our problem. Maybe I'm just not hunting Bilhas. Going to info. We're looking into it. Defeated monster list. View nearby monsters. What's a Bilha? None of these are Bilhas. What's a Bilha? What's a... View all monsters. What is a Bilha? Alphabetical order. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Booga. Bilha. What's a Bilha? That's a Bilha? Where the hell am I gonna find this guy? Oh, I'm mad. We're not in the right place. We need to go to the Hato Steppe, like he said, at the railway station. So it's not actually here. It's at the railway station for the Hato Steppe. I'm mad. Why do they have like an 8-pack? Because they're fucking ripped, dude. You're ripped, bro. Well, we got a lot of drops, I guess. I don't need money. I have so much money in this game. I also know where to go to grind easy. Why did I get my cards out? I don't know why I was doing that during the loading screen. I'm thinking about cards. It's a fidget thing for me. I fidget with cards. I'm over here. We are nowhere near where we took off from. Why is the whale green? The whale's armor always green? 8-ball. I believe this is the Hato Steppe one. Hato Steppe Railway Station. Alright, sweet. But I was really happy when I was playing my pre-releases for One Piece. I pulled an alternate art of one of the Foxy crew members, so I have like the really rare version of her, which I'm really excited for because the card art on that looks incredible. I got like not all of the cards I was wanting to build the Foxy deck, but I got a lot of them. I have a few that I need to get a couple more copies of. So I actually don't need that much to build it, which makes me happy. I do want to... I might try to get my... This is the guy we're supposed to be playing. This is a Bilha. I do want to get my hands on the alternate art for the leader Foxy card, because when you build your decks, you build them around like a leader card. It's like in a fighting game where it's like this is who you're playing as.
Score 1 for the good guys.
And I want to get the alternate art Foxy, because the art is funny. I think it might be like the first deck that I go out of my way to get max rarity of. Because A, the max rarities of it are going to be relatively cheap because it's not going to be like a very competitive deck. And I don't, like, a lot of people don't like Foxy, so I don't think it's going to be that popular. It'll be like memesters like me who are excited for it. So it should be like, it should be a reasonable deck to get a decent rarity. To get high rarity versions of. So I might just do that. I might max rarity my Foxy deck. Which I gotta admit, the thought of doing that is really funny to me. Oh, I love the thought of max rarity Foxy. Is this a rare enemy? One second, let me... If this is a rarefied enemy, then... This is a rarefied enemy, a rare version of the enemy, I think. I think that's what it's trying to hint at. We have an equipment that makes them more likely to spawn, the Wings of Serendipity. This makes rare enemies more likely to spawn. I think that's what's happening here. So I'm going to equip that to increase our odds. I think that's what he was trying to hint at when he said like he'll show up eventually if you just keep killing him. I think it's just like a spawn chance thing. I think it's a because there's a few quests that want you to find rare versions of enemies, which is nice. I mean, I guess it's kind of nice. Some people probably hate that. I like getting them because I like finding them. And it's cool to have the hint on what enemies have a rare version. Yep, there he is.
We can do this.
Damn, Eric. You got the big damage. Oh yeah, you were looking at the cards? Yeah, the chopper card is listed as Foxy Pirates. It's very good. I love that art a lot. It's very funny.
Bites the dust.
You could play as you could run Hamburger, Pickles, and Big Bun. I love the chopper art. It's so sad though. One of the things about the card game that I've been laughing at is, man, I've been learning a lot of characters have names that I never knew. Not Hamburg, Pickles, and Big Bun. I know them. I love those guys. But like Porsche, I didn't know her name, or Porsche, whatever her name is. It's like Porsche. I didn't know her name. I didn't know her name at all. I didn't care. But now I do, because she's cool. She actually is really cool. I like her design a lot. Just never thought about it. Where was this guy again? It was in Heliodor. I don't know who the heck Gina is. Yeah, I don't remember Gina at all. She must have been from like a filler thing or something. Or like shows up in the background one time. So one of the things I really like about the Foxy cards is with the Dragon Ball-esque names. I love it. I love it so good. Dragon Ball names are one of my favorite things about Dragon Ball. One of the reasons why I love Dragon Ball names so much too is the people who take Dragon Ball way too seriously, and then you teach them about how stupid all the characters' names are. Whatever Special Fox showed up and see, I don't know. I don't watch those. Here he is. So you're back, and then see that you've bested Hermachis in battle. Well, what can I tell you, Aswag? I can see the wounds you still bear, the horror in your eyes. He was no ordinary foe. I mainly because I was wasting fucking time because I didn't know where you were talking about. Nor should he have been, for in truth he was once a mighty general that ruined the realm of Schwadrust. But fate caught up with him when he faced a ruthless foe who led him to a terrible trap from which he and his men could not free themselves. If you're talking about Banana Man, I can totally wipe out an entire star system single-handedly. Yeah, exactly. Goku's wife is Titty. Her name is Titty. Yeah, well, it's like Bulma. I was talking with Bath about this the other night. It's like people taking Dragon Ball too serious, and then you're like, dude, Trunks' name is based off of underwear. I'm like, calm down. Even the author didn't take it this seriously. He fell into a state of utter despair at his defeat, and his body rose again to become a bitter, brutal Harmachi. But by defeating him, I feel certain that you have enabled him to find peace at last. Gino was a random name shipwright in Long Ring Long Line for like one scene. Yeah, see? Some rando. She got a card. Yeah, Goku's wife is Titty. Frieza's entire, like Frieza, the scariest man in Dragon Ball, right? His entire soldier force are things that you would put in the fridge. That's the joke. Like, I'm not a Captain Ginyu. His name literally translates to Captain Milk. Ginyu is milk in Japanese. It's not even like a pun. His name is just Captain Milk. Like, it's just one of those things where it's like, I love Dragon Ball. You can't take it more seriously than the author. And it's great. It's great. I love it. Wait until morning? Sure, we'll just wait right here until morning. Thank you. I'm the fucking luminary. What do you mean not letting me? Yeah, milk, butter, juice, a pack of eggs, a loaf of bread. Yeah, exactly. That's their names. Burger and Jace are butter and juice because you keep butter and juice in the fridge. Captain Ginyu is Captain Milk. Isn't Guldo like yogurt or something? I don't remember what Guldo is. They don't even have the other two named characters from that scene in the anime. That's funny. I don't even know if there's a guy in here we need to talk to. It doesn't look like it. Alright, doesn't look like we have anything to do in the castle. I just wanted to be sure that we didn't miss any quests here. I know we have 2 quests in Heliodor. I didn't bother reading the quest thing to say where they were. Well then. Puzzle bubble, every bubble. This game autosaves pretty frequently, so I'm not too worried. Yeah, this game crashed one other time when we were playing. I guess we have like 150 hours in this game. 2 crashes is pretty forgivable. I do remember from the last time it crashed, this game does autosave frequently, so I'm not too worried. Hello! Fleshgob, Nikita Nikolaevig. I'm really bad at reading, so I hope I didn't butcher that. Thank you. Rukum is Kurim swapped. Yeah. Dragon Ball is silly. Like, see, autosave, Heliodor, playtime 151:21, literally just right when we got to Heliodor. Yeah, Cream. Rikum is Kurim. Kurim. And you mix that with like a parody of like tokusatsu shows, like Super Sentai and shit. Like Tokusatsu, Tokusentai, fucking, you know what I'm saying. Basically, Dragon Ball is silly. And I love it. And it's got some cool shit in there. Don't get me wrong. There you can definitely have the serious shit in Dragon Ball that's important, but like, people need to calm down. Yeah, Guldo is just Gert. Yeah. See? I told you, Guldo's yogurt. It's all a joke. It's all a joke. Dragon Ball is just a bunch of silly jokes that punch each other. I do like in the Budokai games, like the early ones on the PS2, for some reason they just translated fucking Captain Ginyu's moves as Milky Cannon, which, like, they're not wrong. I just hate it. How much progress moves? Literally none. Literally none. This game autosaves constantly. The Oob to Boo translation might be my favorite names. Oh, did they switch them names? I didn't know that one. I don't look much into Boo. I'm being honest. Which I like Boo. I just have never really looked into him that much. There's no quests up here. Downtown, maybe? Oh, yeah, so it was just the name reverse. Okay, no, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Yeah, no, that's a good one. I do like Oob and Boo. Okay, yeah, both quests are down here. Since they're both down here, we're just going to accept them both at once and then do them both before we come back. Because I'm lazy. Oh, it's this lady again.
I knew you'd be coming to Mistress Bev's before long. I saw it in the stars, didn't I? Now I used to make a decent living telling fortunes and flogging a little holy water to the...
Yeah, I know. You sold me the fucking holy water. It was a scam.
Well, since them flippin' monsters went and got loads tougher, me holy water stopped working. That meant people stopped buying it, and I've been losing sleep ever since. I don't want to end up on the streets, do I? Anyway, I took a little look at what's up ahead, and I see me a knight in shining armor. He was silky-haired lad with a kind heart, too keen was mustard. Ooh, as keen as mustard to find me the divine dew. I needed to power up me merchandise and get me business back on its feet. So come on, darling, what you say?
Want to deliver some divine dew? I do have some divine dew. Ooh, pep pop. I'll take a pep pop. Pep pop. Pep pop. There we go. That's what it is. Oh, I got plenty. Like, I don't even need to go gather it. I have divine dew, I'm pretty sure. Unless I don't. I don't. What? But I did. Huh. Okay, I guess we're gonna go to the first forest. I must have used it for crafting or something. I could have sworn I did. Yeah, it must have been used in crafting. Alright, and then the other quest is down here, but we can go get it easy. It's not a hard thing to gather. What are you doing, strange child?
And there I was thinking this was the perfect spot. Ain't about that. You ain't who I thought you were. I thought me mates had rumbled me. We were playing hide and seek, you see. But if some bloke with a sea edge you can just happen across me like that, I can't be hiding very well, can I? Gah, must be losing me touch. Sounds like I'm gonna have to have up to me game. And that means getting some tips from the one and only all-time hide and seek master. The problem is he's a right pain to find, as you might expect. But I've got a perfect plan. I'm gonna get you to find him for me. You'd do that for me, wouldn't you? Well, wouldn't you?
10 mini medals. Holy shit. I should have just waited to grind mini medals till I did all these quests.
Nice one. Now this old hide and seek master I'm talking about is gonna be easy. Ain't gonna be easy to track down, but I happen to know he's somewhere in Octagonia.
Oh, I know who we're talking about.
Head to the orphanage there and have a sniff around. The kids there are pretty into their hide and seek, so they should be able to point you in the right direction.
We need to go find the wrestler who nobody notices. I know exactly who we need to talk to. So first thing we're gonna do is go to the first forest to gather the dew. We're gonna do the dew. Do the dew. Dragon Ball card games seems to be doing well. Speaking of Dragon Ball, and speaking of card games, and speaking of Bandai. It seems to be doing alright 2 sets in. I see people at locals playing it before One Piece starts. That seems cool. I know they had like a brief moment. Secret treasure. They had a brief moment where like there was one deck that was like crazy busted, like well beyond a healthy point. But it got banned, so people seem happier now. I mean, besides the whole they had to ban a card or ban some cards thing. But whatever, it's to be expected with card games. It just happens. It's a thing that you're gonna have to deal with if you play card games. But I do see people playing it and people buying the product, so that's good. I don't know how alive the scene. I don't know if we have like official tournaments yet. I'd have to look. I have not looked at all. I can check the app. I could literally check right now because Bandai does this really cool thing that I like, where they have the TCG app, where you can just look, sort by game, and then you can search, and then all official tournaments and local store tournaments are just listed on the app, and they can tell you where to go and stuff. That's how I found like all the stores nearby me that are playing One Piece. They're just in the app, which is awesome. Magic water. That's not dew.
It's not dew. Not how you do the dew.
Let's go.
But you can find like listings for what tournaments and events are going around for all other games through it. Digimon, Dragon Ball Super Fusion World, Dragon Ball Super Masters. I don't think Masters is doing very well, but I know Fusion World is. I did see that they did announce new cards for the old Dragon Ball Super game that they're still doing while they're doing the new one, which is why I don't really have much faith in the old one lasting much longer. They're releasing a King Piccolo deck. Not Piccolo like the cool guy, but like King Piccolo, his dad. It's entirely built around both Dragon Ball and birthing. Like when he spat up the egg for our Piccolo. And they called it like King Piccolo birthing evil, and I'm like, I don't want to play the Piccolo birth deck. I don't want to play Pickle birth. I hate that. It's really funny, but also I hate it. It's so cursed. But the new card game seems to be going strong. I mean, like, the new card game is kind of meant to be like a simplified rebooting of Masters. Like, it plays very similarly. Like, it's nearly identical but simplified, and they took out some mechanics that are not so great. And the art's better. That's a personal thing. Personal opinion. Infusion World's is in its second set right now, and it seems to be doing alright. I played set 1 on stream, and I was liking it. It's a good game. I have not been following it up into set 2, because I do not like the monetization of the digital client. And physically game cost money. And also, I can't go to events, so I'm like, whatever. But that's a me problem. Games seem to have people excited to play it. Or maybe not, I don't know. We'll have to see. It's still in its early cycle, so there's a chance for it to just up and fail out of nowhere once hype dies down a bit. I hope it doesn't, though. I want to have a Dragon Ball game around. Especially because it's a good game. In case my schedule ever becomes more open, I like to have the option. Hello. I know, I did recently learn there's a Cardfight Vanguard scene around me, too. I'm like, that's weird. I didn't know people still cared or gave a shit about Cardfight Vanguard. I mean, I like Vanguard, don't get me wrong. I think it's fun. I just didn't know people still played it. And I guess it has to if people are still doing it. But it's like the Final Fantasy trading card game. Nobody knows that exists. Nobody knows that game exists. Square doesn't tell anyone about it. It had Worlds recently. Because no one knows the game exists. Oh, here it is. It was at the top of the thing. There we go, Divine Dew. What did I think Divine Dew was? Because that's clearly a unique item. Let us rest. Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. And then we'll keep going. Everybody stretch real. I'm back. I stretched a little bit. Oh. How long was I gone? Oh. Yeah, and lately it's been getting the laundry. That's what I've been doing. Also, welcome. Approximately 3 hours, that makes sense. I did a little bit of stretching. I want to do a little bit of stretching. Okay, so we got that done. We need to go find the man in Octagonia. Then we can go turn in these quests. Wipe sweat from brow, yeah. Yeah. Everybody in the fucking local Discord for the One Piece TCG is talking about trades and buying cards from each other. That's like all their boxes. But I'm getting mine late. It's reserved for me, but I'm getting mine late. So I don't know what I'm gonna need to buy from people. Or trade for. I don't know what I'm gonna need. Although I have a hunch that, like, thankfully, a huge part of my community is competitive. So they don't really give a shit about what I am after. For actually like 15 minutes. I mean, that's still longer than I thought I was. I just wanted to stretch real quick. It's good. It's good for you. I just don't have anything cool to do for my Be Right Back screen. Make a deal for that maxed out Foxy. Yeah, I want to play maxed rarity Foxy deck. That's what I'm after. I mean, like, my first goal is to get a playable version and then get the nicer stuff later. Because right now I just want to get playable versions of the 2 decks I want to play from the set. These kids know where the sneaky guy is. He said that the sneaky guy might be here in the orphanage. You know where the sneaky guy is? No. You know where the sneaky guy is. No. No, I don't need anything. Thank you, though, young priest boy. Is he hiding in the rooms? I will say I didn't really pull like anything for the Vegapunk deck I want to build, so at least out of my pre-release stuff I got. So depending on what I get out of this box I'm going to be getting, I might have other targets I'm after first. You don't got nobody to save to. Do you want to come play with me? I'm looking for an invisible, sneaky, well, not even an invisible man, but a sneaky man. A man who's good at hide and seek, young child. Is he in the cupboards? No. He is not in the cupboards. Building butterfly brick. Oh, here's a crafting book we could have found like ages ago. Butterfly knives and malleable masks. I have a hunch that those might be really old equipment that is long past something we would care about. Yeah, this is early game. Oops. Oops. Well, we found the recipe now. This is Memoirs of Treasure Hunter Volume 1. We've already read this. I don't actually know where our guy we're looking for would be. I thought he said like something maybe about the orphanage. But I'm not seeing him here. I mean, I know he is sneaky guy. you know, being hard to see is like his thing. I'm just hoping he's not like in the dungeon. You know what I mean? 'Cause if he's in the dungeon, I gotta go through the dungeon to find him. Ugh. I don't know. Maybe he's in town somewhere. Maybe I'm just not understanding what it was saying. That's also a possibility. We're looking for wrestlers.
Hey, mister, long time no see. What's that? Some kid asked you to find the all-time hide-and-seek master.
Okay, yeah, this kid knows what's up.
Yes, I mean Zero the Shadow. Where he hides, nobody can ever find him. He's the best. He was here, but he left Octagonia a while back out. He headed towards the Champ Savage. Sorry, I wish I could tell you more, but it won't be easy to find him. If anyone can do it, you can.
Oh. Where's the Champ Savage? Where is that? I don't remember. Is that the... Oh, that is far away. That is like way... That's on the other side of the world map. Now, why is he in the Champ Savage instead of like an actual location? Maybe he's in like the cave down here. That's possible. Alright, we gotta keep an eye out. We're looking for a man. Apparently in this area. According to a child. But he's good at hiding. That's the part I'm worried about. Is like, if he's supposed to be good at hiding, I don't want to miss him. First thing I'm thinking is to check the cave. Okay, he's not in the cave. So we're just gonna work our way up, I guess. Over here. Oh. We're looking for a man, yeah. Where is he? That's not him, that's a cool cumber. No, no. This is a pretty big area for him to be hiding as well. Oh, that's a Bongo Bango, or Bango Bongo. I don't remember how it was called. Bango Bongo? Where are they running from? Where were they running from? The Bango Bongo? Eh. That's a cool cumber. Thought it was a man. Thought it was a Mr. Man. Think, but it's like I said, this area is huge. He could be in a lot of places. He's a sneaky man. Is he hiding around this thing? No, I don't think so. Ah! Zuminis! Mess him up. Is he in the pond? Hiding in the creek? No.
Is he up here? No. Okay, we're at the northern Champ Sauvage. But that's still the Champ Sauvage. Well, he could still be here. What are you doing out here, Dave? I didn't sail over here. Take the horse, though. Excuse me. Over there, I wonder? I hope not, because I don't want to go over there. Ah! Golem. I guess we could look it up.
Another one bites the dust.
I want to give this place a good lap first, though. If I can find him on my own. Down here at the Skewel? Is he in the direction of the Skewel? No. Sneaky man. It might be worth riding one of those. Let's fly over some stuff. Eh. Oh, come on, horse. Damn it. Can't Skyrim my way around with this thing. Okay, get off of the horse. Metal Slime Knight? I have this in my... I don't think I have this in my fast travel list right now. Let us sleep until dawn. It's a lump wizard. That's not what I'm after. If I was good at hiding and I was out here in the Champ Sauvage, where would I be? Where would I be hanging out? Not over on this ledge. And that goes back to where we were, so we're gonna go around this way because it's a little faster. Just a wee bit faster. Just a little bit. Where's this man hiding? Well, if it's not all the way down this way, then I don't know where he is. You'll just have to Google it. Google goggle. He did say he was good at hiding. Rope takes you to a different place, so I'm gonna look it up. What's this quest called?
Now you see me. What is this? Dragon Quest 11? Wait, what? Oh. Okay, so he's at the academy. He's nearby here. Okay, we didn't quite. He's not here. He's nearby here. But he's at the academy just north. That makes sense. That's a much more like understandable place to stop than in the middle of the woods. Some of these quests are a bit more worked for us to get done than the other ones were. They're practicing how to pick up and put down mini medals. Medals of the miniature variety. Oh. They said he's through the magic door. Just over here. Magic door. There he is. What are you doing here?
You did it, you found me. You won. I'm Zero the Shadow, the one they called the Knight of the Night. Or at least the kids at the orphanage in Octagonia do. What's that? You wondering why I'm hiding here? Well, that's simple. I was looking for the ultimate hiding place, somewhere nobody in Octagonia could ever find me. And who would ever think to look for a grown man in a school of small girls, right? That was my greatest stroke of hidden genius yet. Trouble is, I was so busy congratulating myself on my brainwave, that they caught me before I had a chance to hide. They locked me up in here and thinking I was some kind of a thief. But why would you have gone out of your way like this to find me? Is there something you need? What's that? You want to know the secret to becoming a hide-and-seek master? But how can I tell you that? I'm no master, you just found me after all. Still, since you've come all this way, I'll be happy to tell you what I think is the most important thing about the disappearing game. It's simple. Having fun with your friends. Nothing as precious as friendship, and the fact that you might have pals who are actually willing to look for you instead of letting you rot in a cellar or gather dust in an attic is something truly to treasure. You learn the profound truth about hide-and-seek from the undisputed master. Head back to Heliodor to tell the little boy. Alright. Sure. Sure thing, guy. Alright, both these quests are downtown, so we're gonna zoom straight downtown. Alright, hide-and-seek boy. I found your sneaky man. Whatcha? So did you find him? Did you find out the secret of being a hide-and-seek master? You what? The point of hide-and-seek is having fun with your mates. Wow, I've never looked at it like that before, but it's true, I suppose. If you didn't have anyone to play with, hide-and-seek wouldn't be much fun, would it? Now that makes total sense. Nice one. I ain't gonna forget this. Every time I play from now on, I'll be sure to remember how lucky I am to have pals to play with. Thanks, mate. You've changed my life. Yeah, have this as a little token of me appreciation. 10 whole mini medals.
I don't know what I'm going to spend these on, but we can go spend them at the mini medal man.
The miniature medal man. The man with the miniaturest of medals.
Alright, and then there's this lady over here.
The scam lady of the holy water. Hello there. So you've brought back some divine dew for good old Mistress Bev.
Here you go.
I'm going to make a killing with this stuff. Nice one. Now I ain't nothing to give you as a reward, but I can tell your fortune for free. Tell me, mysterious ruler of fate, what's this lank-haired lad got on his plate? Something coming through loud and clear. The spirits are talking to me. You what? Lumina needs that divine dew more than you. It's just Bev, they're saying. And if I don't do it over, I'm destined to break a tooth on the stale slice of bread and die alone and in agony. Crikey! Well, there ain't no use arguing with the powers of destiny, is there? I don't want to meet me end at the hands of a loaf of bread, do I? Looks like it's your lucky day, darling. What you've had to save the world and fulfill your destiny and all that. Fair enough. I ain't about to stand in your way. I'll just pop it in a bottle for you, shall I? Better start thinking of another way to pay me rent and all. Oh, okay. I don't know if you knew this, but Divine Dew is also known as Pep Pop. Like the name says, it's get you pepped and ready for anything. It's a good plan to have drop or two red and handy when you go into battle. Now go and rid this world of evil, will ya? Then I can tell everyone it was old Mr. Bev who helped you with the Luminary save the day. That should be good business.
Isn't Craggy just Aussie speak for Christ? Basically.
Crikey!
But we got a pep pop out of it. How many more of these do we got? In your quest catalog. So that guy's in Hato. One in Hato. Prince Ferris. Honolulu. There's a Watcher. Another Watcher. Another Watcher. Well, that's not many. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 more quests to do. That's not bad. Technically 7, because we had to do the Curse Got Your Tongue, but we can't do that until we beat the post game. And we can't do this until we beat the Wheel of Harma. Does Jesus exist in Dragon Quest? I don't know. I mean, God does. You have to slay him in Dragon Quest VII. He's just a happy man. The happy man. I love the God sprite in Dragon Quest VII, like the boss battle sprite in 7. It's very good. This is the guy I'm looking for. So, I'm very hungry and I'm very burned out. I'm having trouble focusing. We're gonna call it here. Thanks for stopping by, everyone. I had a great time. My brain is going smooth. So I need to eat something, rest a bit. You know, all that fun stuff. Go say hi to Gamb. They're playing Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Go say hi. I have an ad for something. I don't know what this ad is for. Whatever, you guys can't hear it anyways. Yeah, I'm hungry. I haven't eaten yet today, so... Thanks for hanging out. I'll try to do either another late night or maybe wake up early enough to do an early morning stream just to do more of these quests. You know, that kind of fun stuff. We'll see what's up. Maybe I'll do some grinding for stuff off stream or whatever. For some Seeds of Strength just to max out Eric's strength. I've been having fun slowly increasing his strength stat. I don't know, it's funny. Have a good one, y'all. Take care. Bye-bye.